If you have stiffness in your upper back or difficulty getting your arm all the way overhead, this video is for you. For this little tutorial, you will need a foam roller and either a strap or a stick, whichever one that you have available. So let's get started. We're gonna lay on the foam roller with it across our upper back. Just between the shoulder blades. And then I like to take the hands and place them behind the head. So when we're dealing with an area that is stiff, like our upper back, the segment above it and the segment below it are likely to move more to make up for the lack of motion. So throughout this whole process, we want to make sure that we pull the rib cage down and we keep our belly muscles tight. And that's why I like to put the hands behind the head so that our head just doesn't flop back. So hands supported. From here, we're just going to gently roll out the muscles of the middle of the upper back, really trying to be passive, letting our back kind of conform and melt into the foam roller. You might get a couple cracks. It feels pretty good. Just gently, again, rolling from the base of the neck down. And then we want to stop like where the rib cage stops. We want to avoid rolling into the lower back. So we're just going to go up and down a few times. Again, you can see this is about where I stop, which is just at the bottom of my rib cage. I don't need to roll out my lower back. There's plenty of movement there already. So let's stop right about the shoulder blades and we're going to park the hips down on the mat. Keep the chin tucked, head supported, and then dip those shoulders over the foam roller, arching, extending your spine over the foam roller. Again, we're naturally going to get a little movement here of the lower back, but if we're not aware of keeping any of this tight, then it could easily just look like this, where the majority of the movement is coming from the lumbar, the lower back, and we don't want that. So ribs down, belly tight, and let that movement come from the middle spine. Okay, the next one I really like. It's a bit aggressive, so you might need a pillow for your head. Pillow, a block. So I'll have mine handy to show you that variation. And this is when you need either a stick or a strap. I'm going to use just a little PVC pipe. And we're basically just going to let our entire body relax into the floor. So again, if you're really stiff and it's straining your head to get in this position, you can put a pillow or a block back here to give you a little more support. I lost my stick. There we go. So in order to get our arms all the way overhead, we need a little bit of this thoracic extension, movement of the upper back. And so when we couple these two together, in this position, it's really nice to get that end result. So from here, we can start to move the arms, bringing them up towards the ceiling, and then nice and slow, reaching the arms back. Pillow or block is optional. We're going to let the arms move a little bit more if we don't have that movement. And you can hang out here as long as you want. Maybe take a few deep breaths. And then let's flip it around for the final little exercise here with the foam roller. So we don't need the block, we don't need the strap, we don't need the stick. You just need your foam roller. So for this, we're going to place the elbows on top of the foam roller and then scoot our knees back so that they're underneath the hips. From here, start to walk the elbows forward and dip your chest down in between your shoulders. We want to try not to hold too much tension here in the upper back, but really allow our chest to sink in between the shoulders as we get a really nice stretch to the lats, the triceps. If we want to be active here and get more muscle stretch, we can bend and straighten the elbows. And just breathe. All right, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And of course, let me know how you feel before and after. Give it a try.